All right, so we have here a pretty exciting power chair. We have a Permobil F5 VS. The V and the S stands for vertical standing. This is the only power chair that's going to stand you up while you can still drive it standing. So if you need a power chair, they'll stand you up. This is the one here, the F5 VS. They also make an F5, which does not stand, it does everything else. But this has got the VS on it. It'll stand you straight up in the air. So this chair has the 14-inch seat lift, the standing position, the electric tilt, the electric recline, and the electric legs. That's 5 electrical functions that this chair have. All the functions can be worked through the joystick. I like to work them through the switchboard, and you can see the first button shows you the vertical standing picture right there. So I'm going to start with that one first. But before you do your vertical standing, 2 things you got to do. You got to put your knee brace in. This knee brace is adjustable. There's a hook, there's a knob in the front right here. It brings the knee brace closer or further from your knees, okay? Put your knee brace in. You also have to put your chest guard, or you have to use your chest strap, one of the 2. I'm going to put the chest guard on just so you can see both of them. So you're in the chair, you've got your knee brace, you've got your chest guard. Now you would go to your standing position. It'll do all kinds of funky stuff. It'll get its way up. It takes a few seconds, but you'll see. And you'll see as it goes up, these wheels are going down right here. You can see they're going down to the ground. That gives you more support in the front when you're standing. So we're almost there. So there we go. This is called the vertical standing. Okay. The nice thing about this vertical standing, you can still, of course, that's a feature of it. You can still drive the chair with the seat elevated, as you can see. Okay. So the seat, vertical standing, as you can see, it's not exactly totally straight, but this is what they call the standing, vertical standing, okay? So this is what you're looking at, the back of the chair. You can see the actual standing chair. This is just a rubber boot here. It should be down all the way in here. Okay, that's just a rubber cover. You can see how clean it is. I'm going to turn in a circle so you can see. So of course it's a reduced speed when the chair is standing up. It's at a reduced speed. Okay, so you can see what it would look like if you were standing in the chair from the side. You can see a good view right there. I'm going to bring it back. So make sure, and these chairs are all adjustable. Okay, so if you're 6 foot tall or 5 foot tall, we would have to replace the cushion and adjust everything to your height and your weight. Okay. So when you're, so we're going to bring the seat back down. So we're going to do it backward. Going to go back down. So we're going back down now. So this chair also has what's called a swing away joystick. So you can swing the joystick away from the front. You can swing it back. If you're right-handed, it's sitting on the right side. If you're left-handed, we can switch all the joysticks and everything to the left side with no problem. So see the wheels came back off the ground in front. So now we're back to sitting position. Now we can take the chest guard and we can take the knee brace off. And as I was telling you earlier, this is where you would turn the knee brace to adjust the length of the knee brace. Okay, so now we've covered the standing feature. The next feature we're going to cover is the 14-inch seat lift. So the seat lift is when the base goes straight up, 14 inches. So remember, the seat will start at 22 inches when it's all the way down, so that's 22 inches. By the time it's all the way up, you'll be at 36 inches on these F5 because this is one of the few chairs that has the 14-inch seat lift. So right now we're almost up to 14 inch, which would be 36 inches. From there to here should be 36 inches. Okay, pretty close to it. So this is the seat lift, and of course it'll drive faster with the seat lift than it will do with the standing position. So, but either way, You can still drive the chair, elevated or not, but it's at a reduced speed. Okay, so this is the seat elevated to 36 inches. Let's look at the base while we're at it. We have 14-inch solid wheels, 8-inch caster wheels in the back. We have an anchor point here, another anchor point here. This is where you would tie your chair to your lift or to your van. If you need to carry this chair and secure your chair, you would secure it here. And in here you have 2 on each side. It's 4 anchor points to secure your chair. You can see the seat lift right here. This is the armature for the seat lift. This is the actual actuator of the seat lift right here. You can see how well built that is. You can see the suspension for the front, suspension for the back. If I shake this chair, you can actually see the suspension at work. And that suspension can be adjusted with this ring right here on both sides. So you have 2 of these shocks on this side, and you have 2 on the opposite side. This is why these chairs have such a great suspension. There's a motor right here for each wheel. There's one for this wheel, there's another motor on the opposite side. This chair weighs over 425 pounds, so you can't push it, it's too heavy. Plus look, it's in gear, so you couldn't push it. But if you turn the power off on your joystick, there's a lever for each motor to disengage the motor. So if I stick this lever and I push it down, you can see the wheel is in neutral. Okay? Gotta do both sides, then you can roll it around. Put it back in gear, and then when you have it back in gear, you can turn your power back on. The reason you want the power off when you move it around, if you're going to put it in neutral, is you might have some resistance if you leave the power on. All right, so we've covered the seat lift and we've covered the standing position. As I said earlier, it does have a swing away joystick. If you're right-handed, it'd be on the right. If you're left-handed, we can switch everything to the left. I know I'm repeating myself here. The arms do flip up on both sides. They do flip up. We're almost back down. The next feature I'm going to show you is called the electric tilt. The electric tilt is when the base right here, this whole base, tilts back. When that tilts back, it's going to take the legs, it's going to take the back because they're all connected together. This is called the electric tilt. All right. The next feature I'm going to show you are the electric legs. These legs are adjustable, so we can make them longer or shorter depending on how tall you are and how short you are. So they're adjustable with some screws. They move up on these tracks over here. These foot plates do flip up. This is a 1 foot plate. It all moved back at one time, okay? So if you needed some circulation, that would be a little extreme, but you could be halfway tilted. Let's go halfway tilted. So you could be right here and still have your legs higher than your body, if that's your desire. I'm going to back the chair a little bit. All right, so we've covered the standing position, the 14-inch seat lift, the electric legs, the electric tilt, and the last function we have is called the electric recline. The electric recline is just the back right here going back by itself. So this is the electric recline right here going back. I have my finger on the button, that's why it's going back. So if you were laying flat in this chair, that's what it would look like. So it's a full recline. So you could just sleep in this chair. I'm going to bring the recline back up, and I'm going to bring the legs back down. I'm doing 2 buttons at once to save time. If you're outside, make sure these legs stay out a little bit so you have more room under your feet, under your foot plate. So I'm going to stop them there and I'm going to let the seat keep coming. So if you think your legs are too close to the ground, you're afraid, you can always tilt the seat back a little bit. So if you tilt the seat back, watch, right there. Tilt it up a little bit, you just gain 2 or 3 inches over there, okay? Do not run into a curve with these legs. It's very expensive to fix, okay? So, let's turn the chair around so you can see the front. So this is a leather seat, leather bottom, leather back. The seat is 19 by 18. you could say 1919, 1918. You do have your chest strap when you stand up. You also have your regular safety belt. You've got flip-up arms, as I said earlier. They do flip up. You've got lateral pads to keep your knees on the foot plate so your knees won't buckle out when you're going through a door. These are very nice to have. You've got chest guards right here. They can be removed. Some people don't want these. These are to keep your ribs inside the chair so you don't shift to one side. Some people have a tendency to lean to one side of the chair or the other. Sometimes you only need one. This one's got both of them. They can be removed or they can be adjusted like this when you get in the chair, and then you can just shut them. And they can also be adjusted in, out, whichever, or you can just completely take them off if you don't want them on there. So the seat on this chair is fully adjustable. So if you're 5 feet tall, 6'1", these chairs are fully, we can adjust the pan, we can adjust the seat, we can adjust everything. So if this is the chair you want, we can definitely customize this chair for you. The back of the chair, we've got an adjustable headrest that's fully adjustable, height. You can also take it off. You've got a power button here. We always turn the power off. You'll hear me do it right now. There's no more power. So when you get to your chair, come over here, go right in this hole, turn the power on, and then go turn the power back on your joystick right here. Got to give it a second to reset. This is a front wheel drive power chair. So it turns it turns like this. You can hear it turn. Whoa. So I have it on fast right now. This chair will go 7.5 miles an hour, so it's a very, very fast power chair. So we have a joystick, a charger here. So when you get this charger, you just plug it below the joystick. And as soon as the light goes to full, you're fully charged, the charger will stop charging. This chair will give you about 15 miles on a battery charge, so it all depends on the weight of the user, if you're going uphill, if you're in the grass. So you might get less, or you may get more, depending what kind of surface you're on, okay? So let's recap this power chair. This is a Permobil F5 with 55 or 54 miles total. So it was used for about 3 or 4 months at the most. This is why it's still practically brand new. It has the standing position, the vertical standing, the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric reclines, the electric leg. That's 5 electrical function. It has the chest pad, the knee pads, we got the knee brace, the chest guard over there on the floor. It has a safety belt, an adjustable headrest. It has solid these tires here are solid. These are solid tires. 2 motors, 7.5 miles an hour is top speed. So if you're looking for a Permobil F5 VS for vertical standing with almost no miles on it, 54 or 55 miles, practically new condition, beautiful blue color, this would be a really nice one to look at. All right, so top speed on this chair is 7.3 miles an hour. Let me see if I can get it to there again. 7.4. So I saw 7.4 on the meter. This is the F5 standing, great suspension. Very easy to drive. Just a phenomenal chair. A lot of fun. And should have no problem in the grass. As you can see, the suspension is fantastic. So this chair has 54, 55 miles, practically brand new. I'm going to elevate the seat all the way up so you can see that the chair does drive with the seat elevated. So the seat is all the way up now, so you can still drive the chair either forward, backward, with the seat elevated. So if you're going to use the seat elevation, make sure it's on a flat surface inside your house, malls, not where it's rough. You don't want to damage that seat lift. But if you're looking for a really nice, If you're looking for a real nice power chair with a seat lift, tilt, recline, electric legs, lateral pads. I'm bringing the seat all the way back down right now. An F5 standing with 54, 55 miles. I'm not quite sure 50. It's around 55 miles. This will be a really nice one.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex.
We are a family-owned business for over 25 years.
We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marcsmobility.com.